On day 1, I decided to try in 100% Mario Kart World. Also, please note that this video is going to be going in category order, so you're going to notice my timers jumping all over the place throughout the video. Overall, this took me a lot of time, so please consider subscribing and enjoy the video. Upon opening up the Grand Prix game mode, I saw that there were 7 cups to complete: Mushroom, Flower, Star, Shell, Banana, Leaf, and Lightning. For those who don't know, in order to obtain 3 stars on a Grand Prix, you have to come in first place at the end of each race in the respective Grand Prix. 1 second place and it is over, and I would have to reset. Fortunately, like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, if you complete 3 stars for 150cc, you are also given the 3 stars for 50 and 100cc. Now, the only thing that I was not ready for was the fact that the computers in 150cc were actually not stupid. They can hit their throws with green shells, boomerangs, and also use mushrooms to cut across gaps to cut me off. So starting off with the Mushroom Cup, we select Pauline, get dabbed on by Donkey Kong, and we are on our way. Well, wait, why is Smart Steering on? I don't want that! I'm better than that! Hold up. Turn it off. Off. Okay, now we are on our way. Mario Bros. Circuit being the first ever course I play in Mario Kart World. Balls are massive. Okay, wait, I wanna grind with Pauline. Yeah, chat! And while it never looked pretty at any point, I managed to get triple shrooms right at the end. Please, please, I want to use the mushrooms. Oh, I'm in first! Oh, the comeback! Easy. 3 firsts away from 3-starring Mushroom Cup on our first try. And then I got 7th on the second race. It turns out in Mario Kart World, there are intermission tracks, which take you from the course you just played to the next one. A break from the norm of traditional 3-lap courses. In the end of my first attempt at Mushroom Cup, I ended with 48 points and only taking home a silver trophy. Our boy Luigi took home the gold in the Flower Cup, but unfortunately, only 1 star. In the Star Cup, I discovered an early favorite for character costumes with this from Waluigi's wardrobe. Vampire! And I was going into the final race with 3 firsts under my belt. Everything was going great, until I got hit by a blue shell on the final lap and Mario Kart won again. But hey, the biggest win for me was that we now unlocked Rosalina. Now we can't possibly lose. Spoiler, I lost in the Shell Cup and didn't get 3 stars. And again in the Banana Cup. But hey, 2 stars this time. That's progress. Leaf Cup was back to a 1-star gold. And on the 7th, and at the time, Final Cup, we had the first 3 races down, and we're on to close out the Lightning Cup, where, well... No! 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 Yes! Yeah, that's right. 1 down. And then we were met with this amazing cutscene and the special cut. Yo, wait, this is sick! I decided to be the fan favorite cow. And while we didn't take first place in the first race, the second race I got to experience the celebration that breaks the 4th wall. The little zoom. Boom! Rainbow Road in this game, by the way, absolutely amazing. I loved my initial experience, even if the computers tried to ruin my hype. Stop! I'm trying to have my moment! And I also got insta-karma'd. Whoa. Thank you. Whoa. No! Oh, this is what I get! I didn't look. Yay, we're gonna get first in Rainbow Road unless something really bad happens. Yeah! I have now at least finished every cup, but still have 7 left to go through to 3-star. So let's do it. Our second time through Mushroom Cup, disaster struck on the final race. But miraculously... Oh! 2 of 8 cups, now 3-starred. Flower Cup wasn't too much of a worry the second time through. Then the Star Cup was a little relentless. No way! Yeah, this one hurt. And this one hurt even more. No! But with some extra work here and there, I was able to close out the final 5 cups needed to officially 3-star all of the Grand Prix. During this time, I even learned Reverse to avoid blue shell tech and utilized it here for one of my best plays ever. Oh no. Oh! So now with Grand Prix being completed, it's on to the next achievement. There are 8 different rallies that we need to 3-star. Golden, Ice, Moon, Spiny, Cherry, Acorn, Cloud, and Heart. Now the thing that makes Knockout a unique game mode is that there are waves of checkpoints, and you have to be a certain position or better going through that checkpoint in order to continue all the way through to the end. To get 3 stars though, you need to be the first one to go through every single checkpoint. And let me tell you, this was brutal. A lot of this is going to be reliant of our handy dandy rewind feature. Now before anyone calls this cheating, first off, it's a part of the game. Second, it's actually a calculated trade-off. There are 2 scenarios when you're in first and a blue shell is coming. 1, take the hit, lose 3 coins, have to accelerate. Or 2, rewind and lose ground while everyone keeps moving forward, but you will also have the coins and your speed. Also look, this challenge was hard enough. There were so many times where I would end up in second at the final stretch and just have to quit. Sometimes I would get what I needed when I needed it, and then it's taken away. Dude, she's a fucking sniper! Give me a res! Oh, come on! And then there were more than enough times where I would infamously get Mario Karted. Are you kidding me? Ah! But the absolute worst was this Koopa moment. No! So next time, I didn't even let them be close. So after roughly 3 hours of all this pain, I finally finished 3-starring all the knockout tours, closing it out with the Heart Rally. Thank goodness all of this is done and I don't need to touch Knockout Tour again for the rest of this challenge. Right? Well, before Nintendo sent out emails on how to exactly unlock Mirror Mode, with everything I had already done to this point between Grand Prix, Knockout Mode, and I have also played a fair bit of free roam, I was in a place where I believed I was able to unlock the mysterious Mirror Mode. Just for reference now, in order to unlock Mirror Mode, you simply need to play all the Grand Prix and Knockout Tours at 150cc. You don't even need to win. Complete 10 P-Switch missions, collect 10 Peach Medallions, and activate 10 question mark panels. When all of this is done, you play through Special Cup again at 150cc, and then you unlock Mirror Mode. So after having all of these boxes checked, I beat Special Cup, and this happened. Bang! 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 The good thing was that now I had a lot of the tracks more familiarized and was getting more used to the vehicles and how they handled. To save a lot of your time, I spent roughly the next 6 hours to once again beat and 3-star all of these. So take all of my pain and suffering, throw it in a mirror, admire it for 6 hours, and the results make the screens look exactly how they did before I unlocked Mirror Mode. Oh, and I was also hoping Nintendo would give me a special pat on the back or cookie, anything. So I went and played Special Cup again and was rewarded the best possible gift. Nothing. But hey, all of the Grand Prix and Knockout Tours are officially completed. If you aren't aware, the way to get new costumes for each character is to have them eat one of the food power-ups, and this will potentially make them transform into something new. The different foods you will eat depends on the location of where you are getting the food on the map. So, I wish I could say this was more entertaining, But all I did was go to new locations and try the food as every character that still had costumes that I needed to unlock. But instead of making you sit here and watch me just spam eat with everyone for a few minutes, I will make this section pretty simple by giving you my top outfit for each character. Sightseeing Mario, Gondolier Luigi, Touring Peach, Oasis Daisy, Aristocrat Yoshi, All-Terrain Donkey Kong, Supercharged Bowser, Explorer Bowser Jr., Runner Koopa, Burger Bud Toad, Soft Server Toadette, Fisherman Lakitu, Aristocrat King Boo, Slope Styler Shy Guy, Wicked Wasp Wario, Vampire Waluigi, Vacation Birdo, Arrow Pauline, Aurora Rosalina, Swimwear Baby Mario, Work Crew Baby Luigi, Explorer Baby Peach, Sailor Baby Daisy, and Touring Baby Rosalina. Now this might be one of the more annoying parts of Mario Kart World. When you actually want to sit down and focus on it, it becomes a pain. Not only are you relying on the RNG of Kamek turning you into the character, but you are also relying on the RNG of the computers pulling this item and throwing it at a time on the course where the NPC could actually be used against you. Honestly, I thought this would be really funny. So hopefully, to increase my chances, I decided to set up 4-player on Mario Kart. I set all of them to auto steering, auto acceleration, and auto item use. I thought that this had some sort of potential. It didn't. But I will say, one of the funniest things that would happen during this is that somehow, some way, these computers kept getting first through fourth on a majority of the races played. Space Mommy! Oh my god, he came back and got third! They got 1 through 4! I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4 again? How did they get 1 through 4? They were on like 20th. Going into lap 3. My desperation to unlock these final characters had led me to a Reddit thread. It says the best thing to do is 2-player, 2 controllers, start a multiplayer race with the settings 50cc, items normal, no computer. I had to make sure that I had the player in first place be just far enough ahead, but not too far and not too close. This is because of the items that would show up in my wheel. If I was too far from first, I would see items such as bullet bills and golden mushrooms. If I was too close, I would just keep increasing my chance for coins and other things that are not quite as useful. If I did not get the Kamek, it was more strategic to get Lakitu to respawn me. Yes, very tedious. But hey, look, I finally got a Kamek. I turned around. What? He didn't hit me. He didn't hit me! Was I too off the path? Really? This still took nearly an hour and a half, and boy was it defeating when I got a Kamek item, and he would just turn me into an NPC I already had. Ah! But we got there. Yes! Oh, 1! Turn it into a fish! Please! Yes! Okay, 1 more! Please, please, please. Please. Go, what's up, goated? Conqueror was our final unlock, and now I had unlocked the entire character list. We unlocked all the characters now, chat. You know what that means. It's gonna tell us we unlocked all the characters. And once again, the game decided to reward me with absolutely nothing. On to free roam. In free roam, we have 3 items that we are truly seeking to collect. These are question mark panels, key switch missions, and peach medallions. Now the reason I am going to start with question mark panels is because this felt like one of the best ways for me to truly go around and discover the racetracks on the map. There are 29 courses to explore, with 5 question mark panels at each, with the exception of Crown City, which is 10. This gives me a grand total of 150 question mark panels to locate. And these were actually pretty fun. I think that the question mark panels are one of the best ways Nintendo could have gotten you to truly enjoy the free roam aspect for just leisurely driving around. Sometimes the question mark panels would be out in the open and super easy to spot, while other times, I'd be losing my mind for a bit. Okay. Dude, stop. There's no way. Okay. This has to be it. It was it. Alright. Oh, 3. Oh, there it is. There it is! Bang! Do not ask how long it took me to find this question mark panel. I'm actually shocked there's not like a P switch here, though. I mean, there's a sign, though, that says crowns up. That's so far out! Why would I think that this is part of that? All in all, I really enjoyed my time collecting these. Each one rewards you with a sticker for finding it. Oh my god, I just guessed. Wow, Ah! Oh. Oh! Oh! That's crazy. Okay, we did it. We got all 150, chat. As you would expect, though, the reward for collecting all 150? Nothing. Ah, the P-Switch missions and Peach medallions. I was looking forward to the mission side of things for P-Switches. P-Switch. Beautiful. You cleared a mission. What? No, I didn't want to retry. Why was I still in the mission? No! Oh. However, P-Switches and Peach medallions share one fatal flaw. Oh, 1. Does it tell me out of how many? Nowhere does the game tell you how many P-Switch missions nor Peach medallions actually exist. In fact, when I went to do research through the game's manual, Nintendo even taunted me. See how many you can find? How many could there be? I would love to know! So all I could do was go around and explore and come across P-Switch missions and Peach medallions as I drove across the large map. Fortunately, a handful of both of these were found while I was already doing my rounds looking for the question mark panels. But then I hit a breaking point and heard through chat that there were 394 P-Switches and 200 Peach medallions. So it was time to be more meticulous with how I would go about this. Since the game won't let me mark a map, it was time to open up Paint and manually track my paths. I would start driving on roads and tracing where I had been. Red was roads, blue was railroads, and hot pink was rivers. If you thought I was kidding, I even printed it out. After inching my way through this world and going down every marked path on the map, my heart sank as I did not have the 394 P-Switches nor the 200 Peach medallions. Fortunately, over the time it took me to complete all of that, Game 8 was slowly but surely adding P-Switches and Peach medallions to their website. That mixed with some help from Fur's community, thank you Reedsy and Technome for providing me with the Excel spreadsheet, I was finally able to find some of my missing P-Switches while offline. And then it happened. After 393, double-checking, triple-checking these lists, it all came to this. P-Switch number 394. And it wasn't even that bad. Ugh. So you might be thinking to yourself, why did you stop the timer? Did you also get all 200 Peach medallions? Let me quickly explain why I decided to move past this. Thanks to this tweet from Limcube, I found out apparently some Peach medallions will only spawn in when you take an intended path to that location. So I could search all I wanted for everything, but if I wasn't doing exactly what they wanted, I would never know that a Peach medallion actually existed there. That alone was enough for me to just tell everyone that I would not be looking to get all 200 Peach medallions. But hey, I ended with 148, and that seems pretty solid. And with that, after 69 hours, I had the pride of having 3-starred all Grand Prix, 3-starred all knockout tours, getting every outfit, getting every character, getting all 150 question mark panels, all 394 P-switches, and the majority of Peach medallions. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for future content.